Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, Archangels and Ascended Masters, for the perfect grace, perfect clarity, and perfect peace, like a wind behind you that's pleasant, perhaps by the ocean. If we could just feel that strong breeze lifting everything off of you that's not serving you. So nothing is sticky, everything is light as a feather. If we could just breathe into that and just let there be a nice whoosh of freedom. And let's just very simply feel the energy around us being fresh and clean and pristine. Archangel Ariel being like a zephyr with fresh air, like in a Botticelli painting. If we could just feel everything being alive and fresh. And thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, Archangels and Ascended Masters, for this wonderful crescendo of peace. We celebrate everything that isn't serving us being quiet. We celebrate everything that does serve us, communicating with us, being lovingly loud in its love and peace and health for us right now. We celebrate all the goodness and all the peace that is present with us and for us right now, knowing that everything truly is in perfect and divine order right now. So we'll just breathe in. And indeed, if we could feel Archangel Ariel with us, if we could also notice Coventina, the goddess of detoxification, perhaps being in front of you to your right. And if we could just notice, as the guides identify themselves, if we could just notice perhaps working at diagonals, at angles. So not everything is straight on, not everything is black and white. If we could just feel a wonderful, vibrant sense of color, reds and whites and yellows and blues and greens and purples and oranges. Just notice those colors being present as they correspond with chakras, those chakras having a sense of renewal. And with all this, if we could feel like a manhole cover being lifted out of the street and there being a wonderful experience of newness, if we could just see and feel a sense of the core of our being loved, the core of our health, our core health being infused with radiant wellness and fresh energy. So anything that feels stale or old or sore or bruised gets attention and perhaps gets to have more room and dissipate. And if we could notice, once again, Coventina in front of you to the right, perhaps in front of you to your left, is Freya. And if we could just take a moment to notice, like we're noticing for the first time, the power and potency of these goddesses and guides. And if we could feel Archangel Michael being the air, the blue sky, the clouds, being the atmosphere. So if we could just breathe into that atmosphere of love right now, with all these different specific things being identified, if we could just breathe into peace and healing. Peace and healing on your skin and in your skin. Peace and healing in your cells, including every single cell in your body, the trillions of cells in your being united in receptivity and health. Peace and healing in every single organ in your body, your kidneys, your liver, your stomach, and everything connected with digestion, including your mouth. All of your senses receiving a wonderful, refreshing experience of peace and healing, including your eyes, including your ears, including your mouth, including your skin, including your nerves and your nervous system, including your nose, including your ability to feel and to touch, all those things being refreshed. And if we could notice from Archangel Michael, who is the air, the blue sky, the clouds, if we could notice anything that feels like a fire, let's let Michael put that fire out. And if we could notice world events that might get our attention, or compassion and empathy, like what's happening with women in Iran. It's very simply just let the angels help let our dedication to freedom and support the evolution of freedom on the planet. And a big part of that is men no longer being afraid of women and women's power, but embracing it and encouraging it and celebrating it. So we'll just breathe into anyone being able to wear what they want when they want. We'll just breathe into peace on earth. Let's let the fires be put out, and we'll just come back to focusing on our own experience. As the 2 bucks arrive, we'll just notice, very simply, the arrival of this loving power, not dominance, but power, and just feeling that shared experience. Wonderful. So we'll just breathe in. And we'll let all that remain and continue. If we could just notice your etheric self, perhaps your soul self, having a one-on-one experience with Archangel Uriel, who is dressed like a doctor, perhaps, or having the energy of a healer. If we could just breathe into your soul and Uriel, and if we could just notice Uriel entering your soul, merging with your soul energetically, and letting radiant radiance of health, of healing, of wholeness, of reconnection, of anything that might feel frayed, like nerves becoming whole once again, for any part of us that might feel worn down or overwhelmed, to have a fresh experience. If we could just breathe in to Uriel, merging with your soul with complete love, with complete peace, with complete joy. And we'll just notice all of that. And indeed, we'll just notice that. And if we could notice Uriel communicating, perhaps telepathically, what would help? What would serve? Let's just breathe in, and perhaps we could just be aware of that. Perhaps a release of tension, perhaps a sense of feeling better right now, perhaps an experience of lightness. Let's just let Uriel hear all these things. Being in a good mood, being able to focus on what you want to focus on. And we just notice, perhaps like a bird's song continuing with joy, if we could just feel vibration being very positive within you and around you. The vibration of health, the vibration of wholeness, the vibration of clarity, the vibration of peace, the vibration of grace, the vibration of perfect internal communication, toes communicating with eyelids, an agreement in mind, body, spirit, and emotions that everything is well, that healing has happened, that healing is continuing, and that pain can be done, and that wholeness and peace and goodness can continue. So we'll just notice all of that. Wonderful. If we can notice like a completion, Uriel exiting your back of your soul, we'll just breathe into you and Uriel, your soul returning to where you are right now, and Archangel Uriel joining the other guides. If we could also notice with some prominence, perhaps right in front of you, a dolphin. Perhaps one, perhaps more than one, just noticing what's true for you. If we could just feel this dolphin being highly engaged with you right now and helping right now. Wonderful. Perhaps you can hear it, perhaps you can't. There's a bird that's been singing nearly the entire time we've been working, if not the entire time. We'll just celebrate that bird for helping everything, for changing the vibration, for its contribution. And if we could just breathe in and notice our own contribution to our well-being, that we're here right now, you're here right now, in a held space, and others will listen at a different time. And we'll just notice the energy of completion, of gathering, of wholeness, and of peace. And we'll just notice with absolute sincerity that everything is going to be okay. And we'll indeed, in this moment, we'll just breathe into everything being okay right now. And we'll just breathe into that. And we'll celebrate that. And we'll know that. And with great courage, great clarity, great peace, great love, and incredible joy, we celebrate life. We celebrate feeling good. We celebrate healing of throats and joints and hearts and skin and diagnoses. We allow right now for any experience of betrayal, be that betrayal between friends or organizations or family, or between ourselves and God, that we allow any experience of betrayal to have fresh air go to it. And we allow perhaps more light to come through, more light of insight of why things have happened, or what things that have happened have given us, perhaps courage, perhaps wisdom, perhaps our ability to know that we can heal and help others to heal, to be able to see and witness the pain in others, perhaps giving us insight into things that seem inexplicable. But it's okay for us to know, it's okay for us to heal. It's okay for us to be pissed off. It's okay for us to not linger in being pissed off. So Just breathe into all that, and perhaps with everything that was just said, we could take in a very deep breath. And as the hummingbirds fly by, we'll just do that again. And if we could breathe in to the spiritual notion and truth that all of our needs are met, and if we could just say that out loud, all of my needs are met right now. My talents are in demand and engaged right now. I am seen and heard in wholeness right now. All my interactions are positive and nurturing right now. Incredible good is present in my life right now. I recognize love right now. Love is present in my life right now. I am wonderfully relaxed right now. I am perfectly healthy right now. I am fully healed right now. My mind is clear and relaxed right now.
Right now.
I am back on the horse right now. And the horse loves me. Wonderful. So we'll just breathe into all that. And with all this clarity, all this peace, all this love, and all this joy, we celebrate life. We celebrate love. If we could just breathe into all the different guides that are here and have been identified, Archangel Michael being the sky and the atmosphere and the clouds, Archangel Uriel, Coventina, detoxifying, Freya, nurturing, all the other guides that are here. If we could just breathe into all this support, and if we could allow anything that might feel like an insecurity or feel insecure, or insecurity itself, we could just feel a boost of support, a lifting of hearts, a lifting of confidence, and none of this ever is artificial. If we could just notice support that we're here to receive, it's very simply just breathe in and receive support. A boost of self-love, a boost of peace, a boost of strength, a boost of grounding, a boost of angelic connection, a boost of trust, a boost of trusting ourselves, a boost of clarity, a boost of connection, a boost of healing our relationship with God and the angels, a boost of understanding, a boost of clarity, a wonderful boost. And we'll just breathe into all that. And with loving clarity and incredible peace, great joy, so we'll notice the bird having paused its song with an occasional chirp. I could see the sparrow right here. And if we could just notice there being space for us with all the affirmations we just said, perhaps the bird is listening to us. And if we could feel that conversation, the conversation with nature, the conversation within ourselves being loving, the conversations with others being loving, and great good existing right now. We celebrate goodness, we celebrate peace, we celebrate honor all over the world. We honor any insecurity turning into strength. We allow our creative impulses to be honored by ourselves and others. We allow great good to happen. We recognize peace in this moment. We recognize love in this moment. We recognize Archangel Michael being the sky. And we see this as a good day and a day of healing and a day of peace. And we celebrate all of that. And with wonderful clarity, I want to do one more thing. If we could feel Coventina blessing all the liquids that you will consume today, be that water or coffee or something in the refrigerator, something you drink like tea. If we could just breathe into her blessing all the liquids, including any liquid you use to bathe or to cook with. She's just blessing all liquids. And she's doing so with immediacy for everyone here, but also throughout the world. Wonderful. And with great clarity and great peace, great love and great joy, we'll feel Freya's presence, her mighty presence, her loving presence, and her strong, encouraging words for us, like love, like support, like honor and wholeness, and an advocacy for ritual, like we're doing now, an advocacy for self-love and self-care, and for any kind of body movement, be that a stretch, be that riding a bike, be that walking in the sun. We'll just breathe into all that. And we'll notice Archangel Uriel with a sense, with a very simple acknowledgement of our bond with Uriel and this experience today. And with wonderful clarity, perfect peace. And indeed, they want to do one more thing. If we could just feel Archangel Michael indeed being the sky. And if we could just breathe into that being a shared experience in what feels like a fractured world, if we could just if we could just notice everyone experiencing joy and peace, harmony and love, and great good, that there's plenty for everyone. And pockets of goodness exist everywhere. As the chickadee lands on the bird feeder that has not been used in months. So we'll just notice reservoirs of good being everywhere. And with wonderful clarity, perfect peace, and incredible love, we thank the presence of Mother, Father, God, and all the archangels and ascended masters. We thank as well the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this opportunity, for wonderful peace, for great goodness, and for incredible love. We celebrate life, we celebrate liberty, and we celebrate joy. And with great strength, great goodness, and great peace of mind, we lovingly acknowledge all the guides and goddesses that are here, Coventina, Freya, Uriel, Michael, and others, including the birds. And we lovingly ask for this or something better right now in all directions of time. And so it is.